Hello.
What's up, guys? Okay.
How close do I have to sit?
You can sit from there.
I can sit from here?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. Alright. Well, welcome back to the night shift, guys. What's going on? We actually have a camera recording us this time.
Why?
No, I'm just kidding. That's just gonna get cut off. But hey, so welcome back to the night shift, everybody. It is a late one, and we are not in our normal spot.
We are at Jason's house.
Ooh, spooky.
Yeah, we were at Jason's house. We were down here for the Super Bowl, and we thought
we thought,
the podcast must continue. So we brought the podcast with us.
Michael just doesn't want us to stop.
Yeah. I need
He's
the
holding us against
consistent.
our will. Help us.
We're slaves to him.
I'm a slave.
Dude, should we do this in the dark?
Oh, we might get copyrighted. Huh?
What? In the dark?
Yeah, like just turn off all the lights and then we can just talk.
Turn off the light and I'll glow.
Yeah. Hey, Alistair.
What's up?
Since you're playing video games,
Yeah,
can you be the one to get up and turn off the lights?
Of course, dude.
Sweet, dude. All right, and then can you also?
I'll just turn off this
Whoa, now it's like a real night shift. Welcome to the night shift, everybody. Dude, someday for this podcast, I do want to be able to have. Well, I want to
like
have
your own studio.
Yeah, dude, like a studio for this podcast would be so much fun, especially if we all had our own mics, and then we wouldn't have to share a mic. We can all have our own. Amazing. What?
Wow.
I know.
If only it were that simple, Michael.
I know, right? I know. If only life was simple.
It's not. Life's not.
Tomorrow's the Super Bowl. Who are we all going for, boys?
49ers, of course.
49ers.
Yep.
I plead the fifth.
You plead the fifth, yeah.
He's going for Chiefs.
He's going for Chiefs.
I hate the 49ers.
I honestly don't really care for baseball that much.
What?
I'm just kidding. It's a joke. I know. It's
Oh my gosh, he's shuffling down the board.
I know it's football. So I don't know who I'm going for. Honestly, I'm just kind of like in a neutral zone. It stinks because I think the laundry machine is going right now, and now it's gonna create like a background hum.
You think so?
And your point is?
I don't know. It's gonna be recorded the whole time.
Yeah.
So they're gonna know now what it is.
Oh.
So if you guys are listening to this, wow, crazy. So, have you guys heard the news at school? I'm pretty sure you guys have. The coronavirus. Ooh, dude, everybody is.
Any confirmed deaths yet?
Dude,
Not in America.
Not in America. Actually,
This is America.
I'll check it out, but no.
This
but
is
the
America.
coronavirus. Everybody is freaking out about this stupid It's a common cold.
It's a little more advanced than the common cold, but it's basically the common cold.
It's a common cold. So where does actually
there you go. You
the
got
types
it.
of human coronaviruses?
Ooh.
Human coronaviruses?
They're being corrupted?
I mean,
They're
I
being
don't know.
mutated.
Human
We're fighting
coronaviruses are
aliens.
common throughout the world. 7 different coronaviruses that scientists know of can infect people and make them sick. Some human coronaviruses were identified many years ago, and some have been identified recently. Human coronaviruses commonly cause mild to moderate illnesses in people worldwide. Two newer human coronaviruses, oh my goodness, this is like scientific terms now. The MERS-CoV or the SARS, I don't know if I'm even saying this right, but have been known to frequently cause severe illness. So where does the coronavirus come from?
China. China, right?
The coronavirus are common in many different species of animals, including camels and bats. Rarely, these coronaviruses can evolve and infect humans and then spread between humans. Recent examples of this include the 2 viruses that I tried to pronounce just now, but it didn't work. Most coronaviruses infect animals, but not people. In the future, one or more of these other coronaviruses could potentially evolve and spread to humans. As has happened in the past, we still don't understand why only certain coronaviruses are able to infect people. So that's interesting. So there's actually several different coronaviruses, but only have some evolved.
But no one's got the tequila disease yet.
The tequila disease.
Dude.
Sorry, my knee.
What's the tequila virus or tequila? No.
It's a more dangerous version of the coronavirus.
Yeah, it's like the Ebola of all viruses that start with alcohol names.
Oh, I can't.
So what's the MERS coronavirus? The Middle East Respiratory Syndrome coronavirus was first reported in 2012 in Saudi Arabia and has since caused illness in people in more than 25 other countries, including the United States. Most people reported to have the MERS coronavirus infection develop severe acute respiratory illness, including fever, cough, and shortness of breath. Only 2 patients in the U.S. have ever tested positive for MERS coronavirus infection, both in May 2014. CDC continues to closely monitor these situations. Why would you ever say that to
I don't know. I didn't say anything.
Dude, there are children listening.
Oh, wait, we're still recording.
Yeah.
No, I meant this.
Alright, what are some symptoms?
How do I turn it on?
Oh, just press the button next to the shutter. There you go. Guys, so, some symptoms of the coronavirus. For confirmed of the 2019 coronavirus infections, reported illnesses have ranged from people with little to no symptoms to people being severely ill and dying. Symptoms can include fever, cough, and shortness of breath.
Spooky.
Have you guys ever... Oh, some other coronavirus symptoms can cause runny nose. All right.
Oh, drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's
Okay,
hot.
keep going.
Okay. So guys, did you know that some symptoms can cause for coronavirus is runny nose, headache, cough, sore throat, fever, and a general feeling of being unwell?
And a general feeling of being...
Alistair, didn't you say you had a general feeling of being unwell a couple
When?
days ago?
No, that was like last week.
So you could have had it, man.
No.
Shoot, I think you
Shunned.
You've
Ew.
been
Shunned.
dude, unclean.
Sit in the bathroom and go.
Ew.
Unclean.
If I had the
That's my
coronavirus,
hair.
everyone would know.
I love my hair.
You love your hair?
Preston, why do you love your hair so much?
It's soft and smooth. I like going through it with my hands.
Gay.
Jason was making fun of me for that though.
Oh my goodness.
Is this true?
That's my pillow.
Okay, it's gonna be mine.
Yeah, so there are currently no vaccine to prevent the 2019 coronavirus infection. The best way to prevent infection is to avoid being exposed to this virus. Wow, wait, what? The best way to prevent this infection is to avoid being exposed to the virus. However, as a reminder, CDC always recommends everyday prevention actions to help prevent and spread the respiratory viruses, including wash your hands, often with soap and water, for at least 20 seconds. Use an
Same.
alcohol-based hand sanitizer that contains at least 60% alcohol.
You can
If
drink that
soap
and get drunk.
and water are not available.
Can it hear me from down here?
What?
Can it hear me from down here?
Say something.
Akumula service.
Yeah, I can, just not as well.
Alright.
So avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth
Well,
with
darn it.
unwashed
Ooh.
hands. as we're all like itching our noses and touching our faces right now.
Dude, stop sneezing.
Hey, avoid close contact with people who are sick. Are any of you guys sick?
No.
Preston,
Yeah.
are you sick?
Ew, you're actually saying?
Look at this drip, man. I'm always sick.
Sick drip.
Dude. Cover your cough or
I
sneeze
know you
with
can't see
tissue.
it, but it's called suck.
Sorry, that was me coughing.
Ew.
I'm about to fart. Okay. Oh.
Better cut that out.
No, that's staying, man.
Gross.
That stays in?
Turn it off when I hear that.
Okay, so cover your cough or sneeze with the tissue, then throw away the tissue in the trash. What? Okay. Anybody else want to hear anything else about the coronavirus?
No.
Alright, now let's talk about...
Sorry.
So guys, don't worry about the coronavirus
It
attacking
won't
you.
kill us.
It's at ASU, not GCU. And we're not even at GCU right now. We're at Jason's house.
Which is U of A.
Is it really?
Epic.
What you doing?
Huh?
Wow, he's not even going to be part of the podcast.
I am. They can hear me.
No, you're too far away now.
Oh, am I?
Dude, it's like sitting around a campfire. And sit around the campfire and sing our campfire song. Can't sing more, it's copyright.
Copyright, man.
No, don't sing more.
They can't hear me, so you can't hear me.
Oh my
I don't know.
goodness. So Preston, how are you doing, man?
In what sense?
I don't know.
Spiritually?
Spiritually. How you doing spiritually?
I don't know. I never thought of myself spiritually.
Really?
Yeah.
How's your relationship with God going?
It's going.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's going good, or it could be better?
It's better than it was last semester.
Hey, that's good.
Because, should I bring it up? I don't know. Hopefully.
Bring it up and I can always cut it out. If
ever since
yeah.
it's been positive in my life because you have been more around me and getting me out of the room and doing stuff.
Yeah.
And that means I'm going to church more often and more time with God.
Hey, that's good.
Are we cutting that out, or?
I don't know. Like, I felt like I've had a lot more time to devote to God, which is kind of weird because, you know, like, God is definitely someone you need to cut out time for. Or you need to, like, you know, you set aside time for friends to go hang out with him, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you also need to set out a good chunk of time, not just 5 or 10 or 15 minutes with God, but, like, an hour or two with, like, God, just, like, it's just you and God every single day. And I feel like I've definitely have had the drive and the motivation lately to, you know, listen to a sermon, then, like, just pray for a while and then do a devotion, or just, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot going on. It's just like, wow, I feel good about my life and my relationship with God right now.
Amen, brother.
I don't think I've ever done that before. It's been
What?
like an hour to two, just me and God.
Well, yeah, I mean, when I listen to sermons, the sermon's like 30, 40 minutes, and then after that, I just kind of pray, and then I do a devotion. I actually try to, so, you know, on the Bible app, do you have the Bible app on your phone?
I believe so, yes.
Oh, I just realized someone else called their podcast The Night Shift.
Really?
Yeah. It's a Logan Paul's friend, Mike.
Mike?
Yeah, it says The Night Shift number 27.
Shut up, no way.
Yeah.
Really?
Here, I'll show you.
I thought his was like overtime.
Oh,
Or
let me
something like
check.
that.
Here, let me check again.
Mike?
I might be wrong.
Let's call ours the Planetarium.
No, it's gonna be the night shift. I don't care.
Here.
Is it actually
I mean, does that count as a podcast?
the night shift overtime?
So I think
Shoot, it is the night shift.
/ overtime.
Planetarium.
What do you want to call it?
Ew, it is called The
Planetarium.
Night Shift.
What would be like the meaning behind all that?
I just looked at your sweatshirt, it said planets. Shout out Peter.
Hey, gotta represent.
Oh, he's did
24/7.
He's did like, wow, 28 of them already. That's crazy.
Okay, so we gotta switch up our name.
Yeah.
Planetarium.
Yeah.
Alistair, can you look up and see if there's a podcast called Planetarium? Let's, guys. We are no longer the night shift, but we are.
Because someone was doing it.
We are the coronavirus.
No, come back.
No, Planetarium. Sure. Peter, don't copyright us. We're just.
Only these planets.
Yeah.
There's one called Star Talk, but not anything on the planetarium.
All right, Planetarium it is. How do you spell that?
Planet.
And then Arium. And then Arium.
Is
it's
it
misspelled
ARIM or ARUM?
ARIUM.
Oh, snap, a combination of both. I like it.
A planetarium. Ooh. It is, what is a planetarium, actually?
Yeah. What is a
welcome
planetarium?
To the planetarium.
A building in which images of stars and planets and constellations are projected on the inner surface of a dome for public entertainment of education.
So...
We are a building.
a podcast. How does that have to...
There are podcasts for planetariums, but it's not one that's actually called planetarium, I think.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, planetary.
I never thought getting a podcast name would be
Galaxies
so hard.
Abroad.
Galaxies Abroad?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Because our brains can be like galaxies and we're pretty broad, right?
I was thinking just God spreads throughout all the galaxies.
Hey, that's
In
good
the
too.
bone.
Yeah. So,
Okay, we're good. We're good with that one.
You like that one?
No, because there's nothing else called that.
galaxies
But do
with
you
what?
like that one? Galaxies Abroad?
Galaxies Abroad.
Because there's one called Corner of the Galaxy, but nothing on Galaxy Abroad.
How are you
So
figuring
is
this
this wait, is this episode 1 then?
Sure.
So Should we just delete the night shit? Nah, we'll
No,
keep
no,
that.
no. We'll keep it. I mean, I can edit the title and just
No, we're just
Night shift, and then in like quotations or parentheses.
we're changing our name. Galaxies Abroad.
That sounds nice. Good job.
Welcome back to another episode of Galaxies Abroad, everybody. I mean, that I can get used to that,
Flows.
dude.
You
Yeah.
little tense, baby.
Ah!
Whoa.
you bruised my double bone.
Double bone being bruised. All right.
Does that actually hurt if you?
If you put pressure on it, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
It's a giant bump. It looks like.
I don't care. I mean, I care for your
Oh
sake.
my.
Guys, want to hear a scary story?
I do. Let's hear
It's
it.
pretty long though.
Okay, lay it on us.
Okay, so it's called My Sugar Daddy Asks Me for Weird Favors. His Tinder profile said he was 45, but he looked to be in his early 30s at most. Looking for a sugar baby, $700 weekly, no sex. It sounded too good to be true, but as a broke university student, I was willing to take my chances. I swiped right and Tinder let me know it was a match. His message came seconds later. "Hey there, sweetheart." Smiley face. I cringed at that word. I hated it.
Is this one of those like hooked stories that you can get on like the app?
Like
Have you seen those kind of like hook stories where you're just like
Yeah.
a text and you're just like, and then what happens next? Download the app.
Yeah. No, it's not. Don't say that.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey there, sweetheart. Smiley face. I cringed at that word. I hated it. But $700 was $700, so I sucked it up and replied, "Hey, winky face." His name was Jack, and he told me he owned his own business, although he never specified what kind of business it was. We talked for a while before he asked me for my Venmo to send me the first payment. After a few minutes, I got the notification. I stared at the $700 for at least 20 minutes, expecting to wake up from a dream at any second. But it wasn't a dream. "You still there?" I clicked on the message. "Yeah, sorry. If you don't mind me asking, what are you looking for in return?" I stared at the chat until he replied, "I'm just looking for you to do a few favors for me." Smiley
Few
face.
favors or
Favors.
Okay.
That sounded like it was going to be sexual to me. Like what? For example, the first thing I need to do is pick up a delivery for me. That sounded innocent enough, but I was still expecting there to be some kind of twist. $700 to pick up a package? Come on, even I wasn't that naive. From the post office or something? No, I'll send you the address, but I'd rather not do this through Tinder. You got Kick? Oh gosh, Kick. Or you can give me
what's
your
Kick?
number. That's an
That's an
old
app.
old texting app.
Oh.
Kick? What was this? 2011? I decided to give him my number instead. My house? Where'd I get that? And he texted me the address immediately, followed by the address to his house. There's the house. Where I would have to drop off the package. I'm not home right now, but there's a key on the bottom of the blue flower pot near the door. Go inside and put the package on the coffee table in the living room. Make sure that you lock the door when you go inside the house, and then lock it again when you leave. I grabbed my car keys and wallet and got into the car, putting the address into Google Maps. Got it. On my way. My phone buzzed as I backed out of my driveway. I'm serious. Lock the door both times, please. I thought this was a little excessive, but I promised him that I would. The house looked abandoned. It had a broken chain link fence around it, with a small door that was hanging on to dear life. It stuck out like a sore thumb, surrounded by houses that were a lot nicer than this one in comparison. "You here for Jack?" I looked up to see a man standing in the open doorway of the house. He took up almost the entire space, his head skimming the top of the door frame. He was huge, in height and muscles, and his entire torso was covered in tattoos. Yeah, I guess," I replied, not moving from my spot on the sidewalk. "Stay right there," he said. I did. I actually don't think I would have moved, even if he had asked me to. I looked around and realized that there was no one else on the street. I was a 21-year-old woman, alone in the street. I gripped my car keys. A few minutes later, the man came back out carrying a cardboard box. It was about the size of a shoebox, but stained and damp on some of the corners. "Can you open your car?" he asked. I opened the trunk, not wanting the insides of my car seats, and he set it in. "All right, there you go," he said. "Thanks," I replied. I walked around to the driver's side of the car and opened the door. "Oh, and one more thing," he said. I looked at him. "Watch out," he said. I didn't reply. I blasted my music as I drove to Jack's house, hoping it would drown out my anxiety. It didn't. I parked my car in the stone driveway and stayed inside the car, admiring the house. It was a huge house, with stone pillars on the front porch and the greenest grass I have ever seen in my life. I turned the car off and got out. I grabbed the package and walked to the front door, getting the key from where he said it would be. I opened the door and stepped in, closing it behind me. I thought about what he had said about locking the door when I got inside. I thought this was a little overboard, but I stared at the closed door. Something made me reach out and lock it. I walked inside, my feet cushioned by a thick maroon carpet, and admired the inside of the house. All the furniture was wooden and looked incredibly expensive. I would probably finish school a dozen times with the money that it took to furnish this place. I set the package down on the coffee table, and as I walked back to the door, I heard a phone ringing from somewhere inside the house. I froze. In my pocket, my phone buzzed. I took it out to look. Don't answer any calls that aren't from Marvin. I put my phone back and followed the sound of the phone, poking my head into a few different rooms before I found it in an office. I walked over to the desk and looked at the caller ID. Incoming call from Jack. That was odd. I grabbed my phone to look at the message again. I was starting to get a little creeped out and decided I wouldn't answer just to be safe, and left the house, remembered to lock the doors as I left. I've done a few more favors for Jack since then. I drove a BMW to a random park in another city, only to get out and drive a different car back to Jack's house. He had me meet one of his employees at lunch, who then gave me a briefcase to deliver to the first house I had gone to and told me he would know if I looked inside. On several occasions, he asked me to drive down to that same house and stay with the guy, whose name was Julio, for a certain amount of time. In total, I've made around $3,500. Most recently, Jack asked me to stay in the house overnight. I woke up to a text message from him. I need you to spend the night at my house. I hadn't ever seen him in person, but I talked to him on the phone a few times. He proceeded to tell me he would pay me $1,000 to spend the night at his house, provided that I followed a few rules. I drove to his house that evening. The driveway was empty, and it normally was, but the porch light was on. I walked up, unlocked the door, went inside, and then locked it again. Everything in the house looked the same. Jack had told me over the phone that he would leave the list of rules on the dining room table. I set all my stuff down in the living room. My bags looked like garbage compared to the fancy furniture in there. I wandered into the kitchen and then to the dining room. Sure enough, there was a piece of paper on the wooden table, held down by an empty glass. Lock the door when you come in. Only answer calls from Marvin. Don't turn on any faucets between 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. Don't open the door for anyone, no matter who they say they are, after 10 p.m. If the door to the closet at the end of the hall is open, sleep in the library. If closed, sleep in any of the bedrooms. The gardener comes at midnight. If he starts knocking on the windows, hide. Turn the TV on and let it play on static through the night. Do not forget to do this. Help yourself to any in the fridge, smiley face. I'll pay you in the morning. Good night. I made sure to follow all the rules. To be honest, I was regretting my decision, but seeing as I was already here and I was getting paid, I decided to stay anyways. I figured as long as I followed all the rules, I'd be perfectly fine. Still, it felt a little odd. What was this? A haunted house? Nevertheless, I lounged around the house for a few hours, as I was planning on going to sleep around 9, since that's the time that all this weird shit would begin to happen. At 8:50, I brushed my teeth using the faucet for the last time before 9. I checked the closet in the hallway, and upon seeing that it was open, I moved my stuff into the library and got ready to sleep on the couch. I locked the doors just in case and laid on the couch, scrolling through my phone. I hadn't gotten any more messages from Jack, and I started to think up scenarios and reasons as to why he had such a strict, peculiar set of rules in his house. I had dozed off at some point because it's at exactly 10:16 p.m. I was woken up by the doorbell ringing. I was about to get up to check, but then I remembered the rule. Don't open the door for anyone, no matter who they say they are, after 10 p.m. I stayed on the couch, trying not to move, paranoid that they would hear even the slightest sound. It's the police! Open up! I didn't move. Hello? It's the police! Open up or we're coming in! I still didn't move, but I could hear my heartbeat in my ears. There was silence for a while after that. Then the doorbell rang again. Hey, it's Jack, let me in. It sounded like Jack, but still, I didn't get up. He would have a key, wouldn't he? Why would he need me to let him in? This continued for about a full hour. Different people would ring the doorbells, announce themselves, and then disappear when I didn't respond. When I was finally able to fall asleep, the gardener never came. When I woke up the next morning, I heard someone in the kitchen. I got up slowly and unlocked all the doors as quietly as possible, taking my phone with me and walking across the living room and into the kitchen. I stopped at the entrance and peered in. It was Jack. He was standing in front of the stove, stirring something as the coffee machine brewed coffee on the counter behind him. Hey, good morning, he said when he saw me. Hi, I replied, nervous. I hadn't seen him in person before, but he looked exactly like his pictures online. Scrambled eggs, he asked, motioning to the pan with a wooden spoon. Yeah, thanks, I replied, walking over to take the plate from him. I ate my breakfast and drank some coffee in silence. So how was it, he asked. It was okay, nothing super freaky happened, I replied. Cool, he replied. There was an awkwardness in the room. I think I'm gonna go now. I have class, I trailed off. I didn't, but I really want to get out of there. "Oh no, yeah, sure. I'll talk to you some other time," he replied. I grabbed my stuff and he walked me to my car. I could see him standing in the driveway, staring at me as I left. When I got home, I had packed all my stuff and noticed that I still had the list with me. I sat on my bed and read it again. I felt my body tense up as I realized I'd forgotten to something. Turn the TV on and let it play in the static through the night. Do not forget to do this. Turn the TV on and let it play on static through the night. Do not forget to do this. Do not forget to do this. I stared at the words on the page until they lost meaning. Beside me, my phone buzzed, snapping back to reality. It was the $1,000 payment. I looked at my phone and then back to the list. Maybe it was an important step. As I was thinking this over, a text from Jack came in. "I'm not in town right now. I should be back next week. So you're free from running any more errands for me until then. Just send the payment. Go do something fun." I stared at the message and read it again, and once more for good measure. "I'm not in town right now." I thought back to this morning and how Jack was in his house, how he gave me breakfast. "I'm not in town right now." Within minutes, a new text came this time from a number I didn't recognize. "Did you forget to do something?" Winky face. The text was followed by a picture of Jack, or whoever this version of Jack was, standing in front of the TV. I didn't respond. Next came up another picture. This one was the one outside of my house. It was followed by another text. "Watch out."
Bro, what? Is that it?
That's it.
That's such a long story.
That's such a long story for just like a quick ending.
I was not expecting that ending.
She didn't even die or anything. It's just like a...
Ooh, watch out. Better
This
watch
was
out.
the top of all time for this Reddit called No Sleep.
Not impressed.
So it's totally fake.
Yeah.
Here I'm thinking this whole time that this actually happened. And no, I'm just kidding.
Not impressed. Not impressed.
No Sleep is a subreddit for realistic horror stories. Everything is true here, even if it's not.
Ooh.
Oh, my leg's asleep. Darn it.
So, back to our relationships with God? Question mark? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Oh, my foot.
So, what did you think of that story? What was the moral?
Listen.
Do crazy stuff for lots of money.
Listen to the rules.
Always follow instructions.
Don't get a sugar daddy.
Don't get a stick.
Oh, my foot.
Oh, what
It's
happened?
asleep.
Oh, no.
I can't keep
Hey,
my
speaking of
legs.
sleep, I'm
Well, you
pretty sure my
better
butt
wake
just fell
it.
asleep, so.
Coronavirus 23.
Coronavirus in your muscle.
I can't feel that. Oh. Okay, where do we go from here, guys?
I don't know.
Alistair, pull something out. Or talk about something.
Okay.
Wait. Preston, how's this girl situation going?
Don't bring that up.
No,
I don't
we're
know what's
not-
I don't know what's happening with it until I know for sure.
All right, we'll talk about it later. Do you want me to cut that out or leave that in?
I don't care.
Okay, sweet.
Alistair, say something.
Hi.
No, I mean topic wise.
Yeah, Alistair, how are you?
I'm
What's
doing great.
what's going on in your personal life? Would you please share with us?
Nothing.
Will you help me with my brain project tomorrow?
I thought I'm supposed to help you.
What?
I'm supposed to help you too. We'll both help you.
I literally just asked you that question. I was looking at you when I asked it.
Oh, fine then. Okay. Oh, you're looking at me?
Yeah, I'm looking at you, Alistair.
I thought you were looking at Preston.
No.
Why are you looking at me?
I'm looking at you, Alistair.
Yeah,
I mean, my
okay.
head is turned to the mic, but my eyes are definitely at you.
Yeah, okay, I'll help.
Epic.
Okumula, Sylvester.
Yeah. So you want to be a singer one day, right?
No.
Dude. So, okay, I'm gonna be honest. This time around, being at Jason's house is so much more fun than the first time we were here. Would you agree, Preston?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had a lot more fun.
I can't
have an opinion on because I wasn't here the first time.
I know.
I think it's also because we know each other more.
I know you more.
Like each other, like Jason. Because then we'd only known each other for like a few months.
Was it
That's also
Was it
true.
awkward?
Yeah.
It was weird. It was like definitely like crazy. It was like a crazy shock, and I was just like, "Whoa, people actually act like this."
No, but I agree with
They're so
Preston.
much fun. Oh my goodness! And
We,
it's just
we
like,
become more of a family.
yeah.
It's great.
Oh, when I came back.
No, but I definitely feel like this time we're like, I feel like everything that has happened to me since I've been at Jason's house the first time, like this time has just been so much fun. Like I've just learned to enjoy what everyone says, and I just laugh.
His family is nuts, but they're funny nuts.
They're so funny. Oh my goodness.
Billy, like even though he's not really part of the, he is part of the family. He's like a friend Friend
Dude,
family.
Billy is hilarious.
Right?
Oh my god.
Like, especially when you guys were playing pool and Evan, Jason's little brother, scratched. And then he's like, oh man, I scratched. And then Billy, just from the other room, was like, yeah. Like,
Oh yeah,
I
no,
would've
because
done that.
he scratched
She's
like 8 ball,
and he's
and
like,
then
yeah,
he lost.
even I wouldn't have done that. It's like,
No,
what
it's
would
like-
you have done? It's like, yeah, I would have done the same thing,
but
but
except scratched.
I wouldn't have scratched. It's so funny. Oh,
Oh dude, yeah, Billy like roasted me too. He was like, yeah, I've been seeing Alistair play last night. Wow, he really is bad. I was like, dang.
wait,
dude.
play at what?
Pool.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's
yeah.
like, hey, I tried my best. Ooh, fart.
I don't
Did
like
Matt text you? You
No.
gonna text saying,
I texted him because it just popped up when I was reading the story. I was like,
you gonna play?
I don't know. We'll see.
Let's play Left 4 Dead 2.
What?
All right. What's another cool topic we could talk about real quick?
Oh gosh, sorry. Dude, talk.
Alistair, how is your relationship with God going?
I think it's been the same since I was a little kid.
And
It's going good. I don't know how to elaborate on that.
well, what is God doing in your life right now?
I don't know.
Now, you're a Christian, right?
Yeah, I'm a Christian.
When did you become a
Lies.
Christian? Wait, actually,
Huh?
have we ever talked about this?
What?
Are you a Christian?
Yes.
Yeah, you're a Christian.
We already talked about how I'm
Okay.
a Christian.
You are?
Are you? Did you grow up in a Christian home?
Yeah, my mom's Christian, my dad's Catholic, and then
Catholic Christian.
the rest of my family are Christians.
Okay.
Especially my auntie. And my God, she's a Christian. Like hardcore.
Dude, what are we gonna have for breakfast tomorrow?
Pancakes.
I still want Wait, are we actually?
Unless we like, I mean, if we go out again to buy food for breakfast, I'll pay.
Not.
Actually, no, I won't pay.
Alistair will pay. Did you guys hear that?
We have it on tape.
No, they can't hear me. I'm too far.
Though they can definitely hear you.
You're speaking up now.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not. It's picking you up.
What?
Yeah, I know. It's kind of crazy.
I hate myself.
I love you.
Do I have enough money?
Dude, I think it's funny how, like, I don't know where I was going with that thought. I
Yeah, I don't know either.
Oh, well, still can't believe we have to change our name to our podcast.
You're just trying to keep this podcast going for a little longer, aren't you?
Just a little bit longer, but yeah, we're about to, like, cut it off.
I don't really know what else to talk about.
Yeah, me neither. So if you guys enjoyed that little story time, plus we talked about the coronavirus, subscribe, question mark? No, definitely.
Bless you.
Bless you. Definitely, thank you for listening. If you have made it to this point in the podcast, thank you for all of our sponsors. We have no sponsors. And wait, who's our sponsor?
No one.
GCU, Lopes Up. And wait, I don't know. Preston, do you know how to rap out something like this?
I don't know how to rap.
Okay, can you like wrap
Alistair's
it up?
good at this.
Yeah, Alistair, can you wrap it up? I'm just struggling on my words tonight.
What do you mean we're gonna
Can you
wrap
just
it up?
can you
Wrap
end
the
the
podcast.
podcast?
Why would I end the podcast?
Okay, bye.
So we're just wrapping it up?
Yeah, we're just wrapping up.
So, make sure to like and subscribe. Don't forget to click that bell for notifications.
Do you have a bell?
Oh, is that, yeah, do you have a bell, like, by your name?
I do.
You do?
You know,
Okay,
all,
perfect
all
then.
creators do have bells by their
Okay,
names.
then we're good then. Yeah, see, I did it.
Anything else?
Keep your stick on the ice.
Why do you keep saying that?
I don't
I don't know. It's kind of funny though.
Nighty night. Signing off from Galaxies Abroad.
Galaxies Abroad.
Galaxies.
Epic. All right, guys. Thanks for listening.
How do you not know how to wrap up a
Wait,
podcast?
BuzzFeed quiz?
Dude,
my...
r/nosteep is so much fun to learn.
Well, you want to end it on another BuzzFeed quiz?
No, I'm ending it right now.
Okay.
All right, bye.